Whoa, it's not launching in full screen. Let me try Alt-Enter. Oh, Alt-Enter does not work. There's no save data. Okay, let me just do this for now then, until I can do full screen. There's no save data. Would you like to create one? Yes. You can tell this is an old game because it's got like a memory card type of system. No replay data exists. Create new. Sure. Oh, now we're full screen. Okay.
Let's hear it for the following sponsors of our program today.
Wait, why? Hold on. Oh god, you can tell this is an old game. It's playing in like 720p. Yosuke! Not the one from Judgment. Chie. That's it. It's just those two characters. Okay, we got Yukiko. Alright. Why does Kanji still have his chair? Hey, Naoto has an actual gun this time. Oh, did it say Kuma, not Teddy? Oh shit, Mitsuru! And Akihiko! Why is Akihiko actually a boss? Okay, Aigis has the military weapons. There's a new character. Labris. Rise. Why does Junpei have a bow? What? Is that Yukari? Oh shit, Ken's all grown up. Even Koromaru's here. Why is Elizabeth here too? Man, imagine if the Persona 3 protagonist was still alive. He would have been in this game.
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Cool. Alright, hold on, wait. This game's resolution is fucked up right now. I need to change that right now. Let me see. This is an old game. There's no options. What is P4A story mode? Episode P4. I have no idea what's going on. Started an episode in story mode. What is going on? Okay. What is this auto mode? Oh, I guess. Select the story. The CPU will fight for you when auto mode is on. Oh, no, it's fine. I guess that's like if you're ass at the game. Okay, hold on. Oh, I just want to see, is there no fucking settings? I'll head back to the main menu real quick. No, there is none. What is P4A story mode? So what's the difference? Oh, okay, so this is episode P4. And this is P4A. Okay, so there's a difference, I guess. Oh, interesting. Okay, I knew this game had a story, but... Jesus Christ, that's a lot of story. We're still going. Okay. Alright, if the resolution isn't going to change itself, then I guess I'll change it myself real quick. Give me 1 second. Please don't alt-tab. It did alt-tab. Fuck. There we go. I'll move it all the way there. See how that goes. Alright. How does that look? I'm doing game capture this time. I want to try to turn down the volume too. It's a bit too loud. You can tell this is a really old game. I can't adjust anything. Okay, well, I'll head back to the main menu in case I missed anything else. I don't think I did, though. There, so the menu's at the top right. Network, practice, option. There we go. Let's just turn some stuff down. Game options. What's safety? Risky. Let's go with easy. 2 rounds to win. Number of rounds arcade. I will do 2. I'd rather not have a time limit. Let's just go with infinite. Round call. Narrator. I can have Nanako as my narrator. Marie's in here too. Oh shit, even Theodore. I'll do random. I'm just gonna turn the volume down a bit, that's all. Juness theme as the main menu, okay. Oh shit, there's Joy. Oh yeah, this is the best. This is the best theme. Oh shit, Yakuza mentioned. I don't know what these are. I think this must be the OST to this game. Yeah, I've never heard of these OSTs, so they must be new. They even have the OST. Oh, is this the entire OST of P3 and P4? Jeez. Yeah, these are a lot of tracks. I know all of them. Yeah, Mass Destruction as well. Holy shit. Yeah, you've got the entire fucking P3 and P4 OST. Oh, alright. Well, I'll keep it as is. Text language, English. Battle voice language, English. Voice language, English. Sound device, yeah, don't change that. Oh, whoops. No, what happened to my Joy? Where is it? There we go. Network options. No, we won't be doing that. What's gallery mode? I don't have any of this. Also, my fucking mouse is in the way. It won't disappear. What is this? Evil Akihiko is not real. Apparently he is real. Why does he have a fucking hunting knife? Okay. Complete 43%. What does that even mean? Okay, this might be spoilers, so I'm not going to look at it now. I'm guessing these are illustrations. This is theater. There's no replay data. Okay. Battle. Arcade mode. Fight against CPU to get the highest score. Level up and conquer the dungeons. Alright. Network is like if you want to play online. Practice is testing combos. Okay. There's 2 different stories. Interesting. P4 and P4A. Okay, let's go with P4 then in that case. We'll start with the first one. Sorry, it took a while to kind of get my bearings, but we are finally here. I know. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. First fighting game in a while. I guess some quick context before I just jump into it. I have played Persona 4. I've played Persona 3 Portable. And I've played P5. So I've pretty much played all the mainline games. I've not played any of the spin-offs. So this is actually the first spin-off I'm playing. And I can finally get into it now that I've played P3 as well. Because as we saw in the intro, they also have characters from the Persona 3 game as well, despite being a Persona 4 title, this title. So, let's just jump into it. Chapter 1, a mysterious guest. Okay, well, let's turn auto mode off so I get to play the game too. I'm really not sure how this is going to play out.
You will not require our assistance. Is that correct?
Oh, it's got the P4 layout too. I don't speak either.
Very well. In that case, there is nothing more to be said. As for your presence here, this room is ordinarily only accessible to those bound by a contract. You are fated to refine your power. You will most definitely require our assistance, eventually.
This is pretty cool too, because I think since this game has both the P3 and P4 cast, that means that both Margaret and Elizabeth are in this game. So 2 Velvet assistants and both of the cast get to meet. So that's That's pretty cool. Looking forward to that.
Until we meet again, farewell. Most intriguing.
How's the volume? It's a bit too loud still. I'll change it later. I change it now? No. Message speed. Do fast. Yeah, we'll do fast. This is going to be a bit like P3P, where it's mostly visual novel.
Are you certain about this? Our domain is indivisible from the destiny of our guests. Nothing meaningless happens in this room, which can only mean that the fate of our visitor just now will be...
Margaret?
Pardon. I spoke out of turn. We are only allowed to watch over and assist those guests who are bound by the terms of the contract.
Indeed.
So, the young man Yu Narukami is tied to our recent guest's fate.
What? Okay, so 1, they gave me the canonical name, and 2, I'm guessing they're referring to me in reference to the Persona 3 protagonist?
I wonder what fate, or rather, encounter will await him.
No, I'm not turning into fucking a moon like him. I'm not gonna sacrifice myself.
Yu Narukami. Now that's a guest who never ceases to amaze.
Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame I didn't record my P4 playthrough. That was my first game too. God damn. This resolution. Junes. It's May 5th, the day after we saw Labris and the Shadow Operatives off. Ooh. We're in the corner of the chaotic as usual Junes food court. Wait, am I skipping ahead of something?
I had a hunch this was gonna happen.
Well, your hunch isn't getting us anywhere. What are we supposed to do? There's not a single open seat.
That's just how it goes at Junes during Golden Week. And on Children's Day at that. If it wasn't this busy, we'd be out of business by now.
Today's Children's Day?
Oh, I get to speak. Nice.
Huh?
I should have brought Nanako.
That's what you're worried about?
Watching the kids run around, I think back to Nanako's face when I told her I'd be going out. It looked like she wanted to say something. I feel bad I didn't ask her about it. I'm not going to make any sort of like Persona 4 synopsis because if you want to know more about it, just play the game. Sorry though, I won't be able to make a reference like, oh, I know this because, well, I do, but it's not on the channel, unfortunately. But given what we came to talk about, I couldn't take her with me. I wonder if she's watching TV alone now, like she usually does.
Yo, senpai, I got us some seats.
I hope I'm not playing the wrong story first because... whatever. I'll figure it out after this.
Ooh, good job, Kanji.
Because there's 2 stories, right? There's P4 and P4A.
That's pretty impressive, Kanji. Especially for you.
Damn it, Ted. Leave the especially for you part out next time.
All right, break it up. No fighting, guys. Let's go, Yukun.
Right.
With Yukiko spurring us on, we move to the seats Kanji saved us. There's a table for 4, with 6 chairs he found somewhere. After waiting for everyone to be seated, Yosuke clears his throat as if to drive away all the noise.
So it's a great day out and,
Dude, I don't think this is the time for that.
well, how else should I start off? Look at the size of this crowd.
I'd say I made the right call showing up like this. If I came in my usual costume, the little kids would be swarming my adorable bod. I'd be mobbed.
Oh yes, I've seen how the children tear off your fur from time to time.
Wow! Are you being nice to me, Yuki-chan? Has our love finally blossomed?
Huh? Of course it hasn't.
Shot down as always.
It's because you never learn.
Well, let's get down to business. We didn't get to talk much yesterday after all.
I nod to Chie. We gathered here yesterday after seeing Labris off, but there wasn't time to calm down and talk about what happened. Okay, so Labris is a character. I think she was in the intro. In the end, we agreed to leave the details to tomorrow, which is now today.
Don't worry about the crowd. Let's start the investigation team meeting anyway.
Yeah, though we are missing 2 people.
It was Rise and Naoto.
It's just not the same without our full roster of pretty girls. Oh, not only Rise-chan, but Nao-chan couldn't be here either.
Well, it's not like the other day, where we just lost contact with Rise.
Mm-hmm. She seems really busy. She said she had work during the holidays, too. At least we got to talk to her yesterday.
Yeah, Nato-kun's job is keeping her busy too. I guess it's the same old for them.
Naoto-kun knew things about what happened that not even we did. Apparently, she knew about Mitsuru-san and her friends from the start.
Okay, apparently we already know the P3 cast.
Thanks to her, though, we got some good information.
I might be playing the wrong story here. We'll see.
Well then, let's get everyone up to speed on what happened using that info.
Yosuke's right. So much has happened these past few days that none of us had a good grasp on it all. Oh, or this might be a flash forward, okay. We need to sort through what we've learned again.
What was it that started it all? Midnight Channel again, I guess. I thought I was dreaming for a good chunk of it, so it's not really hitting me.
The Midnight Channel, that TV world we helped to restore peace in, it ended up being used by someone else in the Labrys incident. Okay. Labrys is the 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon. Oh, she's just like Aigis then. A girl with a mechanical body who was stolen from the Kirijo group, one of Japan's biggest conglomerates. Someone threw her into the TV world. Okay. But isn't that not possible though? Because at the end of P4, once they beat, you know, the big bad, right? The TV world disappeared. Unless they retconned it. But Labrys faced rather self-suppressed self there, and by accepting it, she awoke into her persona that most likely wrapped things up. However, okay, I might be major spoiling myself right now because I'm playing the wrong story. However...
So who exactly was it that put Labrys inside the TV? And why?
At first, I thought the culprit was jealous of my popularity and tried to break us friends up.
Mm-hmm. But that wasn't it.
Damn it, I know who it was. It was fucking Adachi again, I bet.
Their goal was to disrupt our hearts by making us fight each other, and then steal our personas after they returned to being shadows.
Naoto said as much too.
I don't know. Turning them back to shadows and stealing them. That doesn't sound like something just anyone could pull off.
Maybe not, but we know for certain that the culprit was using that method to try and gather powerful shadows.
Gathering shadows, huh? That's definitely not something any normal person would do.
The atmosphere darkens after Yosuke's remark. During the silence, recall the events leading up to yesterday. Well, I mean, gathering shadows is what Mitsuru's grandfather did. So it could be grandfather back from the dead. We had once again entered the TV world to figure out why the Midnight Channel was broadcasting again. What we found out was a strange fighting tournament called the P1 Grand Prix. Okay. At the heart of it was Labrys. Having gone through severe trials as a weapon with the heart, she gave birth to her shadow, a suppressed version of herself which twisted her dream of wanting to be a normal schoolgirl. It all resulted in the P1 Grand Prix designed to pit people against her friends. Okay. Okay, am I spoiling myself or not? I can't tell. After we entered the TV, we got wrapped up in a battle just like Labrys' shadow planned, and we were forced to fight one another. But we also met members of a mysterious organization known as the Shadow Operatives, who were in search of Labrys and their leader, Mitsuru Kirijo, who's CEO of the Kirijo group. It was with their help that we conquered the tournament. CEO? Damn. Who else is in the shadow? Is that the rest of the team? I can't tell. Can't make out the silhouettes. They were using the powers of Persona before we were. It was reassuring in a way to meet people who deal with shadows day in and day out. I'll see this scene to the end, but if it ends up not being a flash forward, then I'll play the other story, because this is obviously the wrong story, I'm assuming, because I feel like I shouldn't know this info yet. But the case isn't over yet. We couldn't find out why the culprit put Labrys in the TV to begin with. We don't even know who did it. Mitsuru-san and her people seem to have some idea, but that doesn't mean we can ignore what happened in our own town. We made the decision to investigate the case on our own too.
That reminds me. How are things inside the TV?
The thought suddenly crosses my mind, so I asked Teddy. After we settled the first case, the TV world turned into a beautiful place, but it wasn't that way anymore during the P1 Grand Prix. I wonder what happened there after we saved Labris.
Still the same. It should go back to normal eventually, but the P1 Grand Prix had such an effect that it's still noisy there. Oh, but,
Huh? But what? Quit mumbling and just spit it out.
It's hard to say for sure, but I sense these weird presences. They feel kinda like shadows, but not really.
Weird presences? You mean there's something strange in there?
I don't really know.
What could it be? The culprit, maybe?
Maybe, but maybe not.
We all look at each other after hearing Teddy's evasive answer. If something in the TV world, it can only be a shadow. Someone besides us who knows about that world, or someone who can use a persona. Okay.
Huh? How would that make sense? The culprit wasn't a persona user, right?
New villain.
He did say that he used Labris because he couldn't enter the TV world himself.
That's right. The only people who can enter the TV world are persona users. For a normal person to get in, they would have to enter alongside a persona user. Wait, really? Was that a rule before? If someone who doesn't have a persona falls in for whatever reason, they're in serious danger. Either the shadow's already dwelling there, or their own shadow might end up killing them. Okay, yeah. So they can enter, they'll just can't defend themselves. We know that.
So, wouldn't that mean this weird thing Ted's talking about can't be our bad guy? Or maybe the culprit can shove people into a TV even though he's not a persona user.
I can understand Kanji's doubts, but unfortunately we don't have enough info right now to say either way.
There's one more thing that bothers me.
What is it?
It's something Naota said.
I tell everyone what she left me with yesterday. She said that when Mitsuru's plane was hijacked as a diversion from Labris's kidnapping, the hijackers had no memory of their actions. They might have been brainwashed or hypnotized, but either way, it couldn't have been done by a normal person. What the fuck? What is going on here? I definitely shouldn't know any of this.
There's so much we don't know.
But no matter what the culprit was trying to do, if he was after us in the TV world, I doubt this case will wrap itself up.
I agree. Oh, then does that mean...
Too bad for Mitsuru-san, but we're gonna ignore her request not to get involved.
When Mitsuru and her people left, they told us not to get involved any further with the case. We knew why they said that, of course. They were worried about our safety. Still.
Ah, so the investigation team's back in business.
Yep. I feel a little bad doing this to Mitsuru-san, but we can't just leave this be. We can fight too. And heck, this is our town, so it's practically our duty to do this.
I'm in too. After all, I am Labby-chan's knight. Plus, I can't sit on the sidelines after seeing what this culprit did to my world. It had gotten so peaceful thanks to you guys.
I knew they felt this way, but I nodded firmly after seeing everyone still in agreement.
So it's decided.
We have to return the favor of getting stuck with those strange epithets, too.
Everyone looks away briefly after hearing this, and also what's an epithet? Those nonsense nicknames they got broadcasting during the P1 Grand Prix made no small stir in our daily lives. Although, personally...
About that makes me so mad! What was that carnivore whose discarded womanhood stuff all about?
What? Carnivore who's discarded womanhood? It's like a joke on how women can't eat that much, or it's like they get fat.
I could swear people cross the street now when they see me!
Really? I was actually pretty impressed.
Huh? Is that how you think of me, Yuka?
No, that's not what I meant.
That reminds me. You seem to like that Sister Complex Kingpin of Steel nickname.
Based. A based Giga Chad Narukami. Protector of Nanako. Kingpin of Steel.
Did he?
Sensei, have you awakened to a new name? Should I call you Kingpin from now on?
I wonder if it's just my imagination that what Yosuke said just now hurt worse than the nickname. All I meant was those nicknames weren't that bad. Still, I admit I was honestly impressed at how precise those taunts were in striking at each of our hang-ups.
This sure has turned out to be some Golden Week. And after you took the time to come see us, too.
No kidding. Shit got stirred up the day you came back. Like someone planned it that way.
Everyone nods at Kanji's words except Yosuke. Unlike the others, he just shoots me a slightly bleak glance. I know what it means, but I'll let him say it.
That actually does still bother me a bit.
What do you mean?
Oh, I guess the timing? It's like whoever did this was waiting for you to come back.
Oh, right, because at the end of P4, you leave, right? Just, I guess that's like a persona farewell. It always has to happen. The protagonist leaves. So I guess canonically, after P4, I did leave, and then I came back for this game. I agree. The incident with Labris happened right when I returned to Inaba for Golden Week. So it's canonically been a year since I left. It was timed as if whoever set this up was just waiting for me to get back in town.
Well, I guess there's no need to think about that now. Oh yeah, where's Marie-chan?
Oh, so Marie is canon in this title as well.
She's elusive as always. It looked like she was buying something at Sozai Daikaku the other day.
Yeah, isn't she like the weather girl now?
What? Nobody told
Goddamn.
Emi-chan that Sensei was visiting?
Mary.
Well, it is Marie-chan we're talking about. I'm sure she's noticed that Yukun's back.
Marie. She was another one involved in the first case that we solved here in Inaba. We helped her regain her lost memories, and she now protects this town as a minor goddess who supports the townspeople here. Yeah.
Then, why hasn't she shown up? I mean, if she knew that Senpai's back, you'd think she'd be the first to show.
Oh. Oh, it's raining.
What the? Where'd that lightning come from all of a sudden?
Oh, look at those insane rain clouds. It's gonna start pouring soon for sure.
That's when I noticed that the thick crowd of customers there have gotten pretty sparse. As if following their families hurrying back inside, we also get up from our seats.
Jeez, the weather report has been way off the mark lately.
Oh, sorry, that's mine. Hello? Oh, Kasai-san.
Oh shit, it's Kasai. Kasai, what are you doing calling Yukiko now, huh? You trying to join the Keihin gang, Yukiko? The fucking Keihin gang in this game. We move away from Yukiko a little to give her some space to talk.
That reminds me, Labris is a robot, right? Would she rust if she got caught out in the rain?
Nah, I doubt it. The Kirijo group developed her after all, and they wouldn't be that cheap.
Yeah, I don't remember Aigus suffering from that.
Mid-chan's group sure is amazing. Her stuff is way better than Junes brand electronics.
Shut up! And don't go dissing your own employer.
As Yosuke and Teddy snipe at each other, Chie gazes up at the cloudy sky where she notices me looking at her. She shakes her head, telling me not to worry.
Labris is with Mitsuru-san and her friends, right? I wonder how she's doing.
After the P1 Grand Prix, Labris joined Mitsuru-san's shadow operatives, and she has a persona now. Even as we speak, she and her companions are probably chasing the culprit who threw her into the TV.
Don't worry, I'm sure she's doing fine. If all goes well, we'll see her again in no time.
Yeah, since we made our decision to stick our noses into the case, that means we're after the same thing Labris and the shadow operatives are. Seems possible we might meet up with Labris again somewhere soon. Then again, we're doing this without her permission, so I can't say I'm eager to run into them.
Yeah, you're right. Man, I should stop being such a worrywart.
Hey, looks like Yukiko-senpai's off the phone.
Oh, welcome back, Yukiko. What was the call about?
It was the inn. It seems a group of our guests is still out. We didn't have any umbrellas ready for them, so I think a lot of them will come back drenched. Sorry, I have to go back for a bit.
Oh, right. I forgot this is a busy time for the Amagi Inn, too.
Actually, shouldn't we be heading home ourselves? Ugh, if this keeps up, I bet it'll keep raining into the night.
Raining, huh? That thing's not gonna come on again, is it?
Everyone turns around at Yosuke's words. Oh, right, the Midnight Channel. He says that thing, but we all know what it means. He's talking about the Midnight Channel, which came on at midnight on a rainy day. The weather was just like this during the incident until with Labris too. As if to break the silence, we hear another roll of thunder closer than the one a moment ago.
In any case, let's meet up again tomorrow to check up on the TV world.
Okay, I'll see you all here tomorrow. And I'll make sure to let Rise-chan know too.
I'll call up Naoto-kun, though I don't know yet if she'll be able to make it.
Cool deal. Well, see you guys tomorrow.
We hastily end the investigation team meeting before it starts raining. All I see is Yosuke starting to leave after everyone else. I ask him about the issue he raised earlier.
What do you think, Yosuke, about the timing of all of this?
Oh, that. I don't know, I might be overthinking this, but if the culprit happens to know you, would that give some hint of who it might be?
It was an understandable question, but I can't help but look askance at him. What is askance? If the culprit had investigated me, of course, he'd know something about me, but not my plan to stay in Inaba during Golden Week. It'd have to be a person who knows me, plus knew that I was coming here during the break. If there's anyone who'd know all that...
Is it possible that it could be Adachi?
Adachi mentioned.
Adachi-san?
But isn't Adachi in jail, right? This time I'm caught completely off guard, and all I can say is dully repeat the question. Adachi, by the way, is like the... He's not really like Akechi, but he's the main human villain to our protagonist in P4. Toru Adachi, the man who was arrested in the Midnight Channel murders. He should be in police custody now, which is ironic since he used to work for my uncle as a police detective at Inaba Station. We do have quite a history, so obviously he knows about me, and I can't rule out that Dojima might have told him about my vacation plans.
No, it wouldn't be him. He has a persona.
Oh, yeah, good point. Sorry, I wasn't trying to weird you out.
Yosuke's tone is apologetic, and he scratches his head. But really, I should be the one apologizing. I didn't just deny that it could have been him, because he's a persona user. The real reason is that deep down I trusted what Adachi said about abiding by the rules of this world. But if it's not him, then who? The gray clouds filled the sky over our heads, mirroring the confused anxiety we shared. Me too, I have no idea what's going on either. Help me. I'm playing the wrong story, aren't I?
And then Dad came on parent visiting day, so I made sure to raise my hand to answer all the teacher's questions.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause. Can I save my location? No, I can't. Okay, I'm just gonna return to the main menu. Your progress will not be saved. And how do I save then? Shit. I guess this isn't the end of the story then. I'll see this to the end, because after this scene, or after this episode I guess is done, I want to skip to the next story and see if I'm playing the wrong story, because I feel like I might be. All that exposition they just gave at the food court, I feel like I shouldn't know that info.
Hanako, you told that story 3 times already.
Oh, here, let me give you some more immersion. There we go.
No, I didn't.
Nanako had been talking non-stop throughout dinner. Sulks at Dojima pointing that out. Whether or not she'll admit it though, I've definitely heard that story several times. Either parent visiting day made her that happy, or she was looking for any excuse to prolong our convo. Well, whichever it is, Nanako seems happy, so I don't mind much.
Oh, and guess what? I saw a really long car yesterday.
Yeah, it's called a limo. A really long car, that rings a bell. She must be talking about the extravagant black limousine that Mitsuru and her shadow operatives drove in. What is a shadow operative?
Oh, you mean the limo that was driving around town? Yeah, I heard about that. A big stretch limo in a sleepy little town like ours. Huh. I'll tell you one thing. They won't be from around here.
Dojima shoots me a glare while responding to Nanako's comment. He's a detective through and through. I think he's noticed something up. Sure enough, after Dojima sends Nanako to the sink with the empty dishes, he gets right down to business.
So, what are you up to this time?
There's no hiding anything from the piercing gaze. He has to know me. We came in contact with Mitsuru's people. They were so dignified, seeming that I had hoped even their outrageously long limo wouldn't stand out here. But I find myself actually relieved to be mistaken.
The day you were due back, a detective from the Metropolitan Police Department suddenly rang me up to ask about the details of that case. Not only that, but I saw that Shirogane kid at the station several times these past couple of days. Was this all just a coincidence?
That's...
Can't answer, huh? Well, that's fine.
Dojima gives me a deep sigh and closes his eyes. That's odd. Normally he'd grill me for the info and yell at me while doing it.
Look, I trust you, but this is different. Don't stick your head into the lion's den. You do understand that I'm a detective and pretty much your guardian while you're here, right?
He's strict, yet honest gaze asks me to promise that much in return for not probing me further. I say yes, but in my mind I'm apologizing at the same time. We're headed into dangerous waters, but it's the same as the situation where I lived here. We have to be the ones to do this.
So long as you understand that. Then do whatever you want.
It's like Sojiro. It's like, hey, Uncle Dojima, look, this is the TV world. Now, do you get it? I can't help but smile at seeing Dojima-san look away and sigh. I'm sure that he has a million questions about everything I'm doing, but he's not asking them. It's because he trusts me.
Hey, you're picking on Big Bro again, Dad.
Yeah, don't pick on Big Bro. Pick on Big Dad.
Oh, no, not at all. We were just talking.
Really, Big Bro?
Yeah, there's nothing to worry about.
I'll always be on your side, okay?
God damn it. When I answer her with a smile, Nanako looks up to me with a worried expression, but her reply is earnest. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see Dojima looking uncomfortable, and I can't help but laugh again. Oh, is that like from the... Oh shit, I still have all my model kits from the base game. When I return to my room, I can hear the faint rumble of thunder in the distance. The rain that was pointing down this evening has already stopped. If the pattern holds, the Midnight Channel should stay quiet as long as it's not raining. Realizing that raises some complex feelings in me. Also, if I'm visiting just for Golden Week, why are all my stuff still in this room? Like all my manga? Like my, is that a CD player? God damn. I have to go back home tomorrow. And as much as I hope nothing happens, I want to resolve this mystery while I'm still here. But wishing to solve the case means wishing for something to happen.
Make up your mind, you.
I inadvertently glance towards the TV screen's reflective surface and catch myself with an odd smile on my face. Just a little longer until midnight. Out of habit, I check the time, and the moment I look back at the TV, the screen suddenly turns on.
The strong win, while the weak disappear. Tonight, we will witness the hottest battles in all history. The goddess of victory is waiting to descend upon the ring. P1 fans, are you ready? Are you ready?
What?
Time to let loose! An all-out war!
Is Teddy and Rise? Okay.
The contestants in the previous P1 Grand Prix have returned for another tournament, right on the heels of the last one. These warriors will create another legend here at the world-shattering P1 ring! These are battles of honor, battles of will. Sparks will fly. Some fight for pride, some fight for glory. Will this be decided by pure muscle, or will a battle of wits determine the outcome? Things are heating up! Tonight, who will win the title of champion? Who will be crowned with the winner's wreath? Whose tale of glory will resound for generations? All that remains are the dreams of the warriors. As the Grand Prix plunges into its final chapter, the P1 climax is...
Barely getting started!
What the? That's a crazy advertisement.
Did you see that? What the hell? Hello? Hey.
Oh, power shut down.
Huh?
Oh,
What's going on here?
that Junpei?
What in the world? The town! A red fog?
Oh no, the fog.
What the?
Okay. Cool Yukari and Junpei cameo.
Yoo-hoo! All you P1 crazies out there, sorry about the long wait.
TV shows a familiar classroom. If I remember right, that's the announcement room at the school Labrys created inside the TV world during the P1 Grand Prix. Standing at the announcement room is a General Teddy, actually just his head chortling away.
The P1 Climax! It's the end of the world! One-on-one deathmatch that's worthy of the name Climax! And best of all, if you don't win the one-on-one tournament to the finish within the hour, the world will end! No punches pulled this time! I'll make myself clear so that no one misunderstands. This will not be taking place within the TV world. It will, in fact, take place in the reality which you occupy. Enjoy it while you can. Alrighty then. Time to show off how that special stage is going.
Oh boy. I'm missing more and more stuff. Oh shit, it's a callback to P3. It's the Jesus crucifixions Ikutsuki put us in. Damn, they got Aigis, Fuka, Mitsuru, and Akihiko. 4 of us are dead already.
Is that Mitsuru-san?
Damn it.
What will be the fate of our captured queen and her loyal minions? Then again, if we don't have a champion, everyone's a goner anyway. So she'll be in good company. Best of luck to all of you.
The display cuts off abruptly as the TV becomes a silent box. Realizing that a strange red light is filling the once dark room, I dash towards the window. The town outside is covered in an eerie red fog.
What is that?
The streetlights are all off, and I don't sense anyone's presence, that hazy light illuminating the town. It's the red fog. Seeing the town in such an obvious abnormal state snaps me back to my senses, and I quickly look back into my room.
Nanako! Dojima-san!
No one answers. I rush down the stairs and check all the rooms, but no matter how hard I look, the 2 who live here are nowhere to be found. What in the world is going on? The P1 Climax. Are Mitsuru-san and her people really captives? And worst of all, this isn't the TV world. Is this really still the real world then? If so, what happens to the townspeople? A wave of confusion and fear crashes over me as I sort through the information at hand. My cell phone won't even turn on, and it's suddenly broken. It's happening again.
Junes Food Court.
That's right, whenever we had a case, that's where we'd always gather. If Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko have noticed this too, then they'll definitely be headed there. Teddy should be with Yosuke, and there's no need to worry about him. Kanji, though, he might head straight into the TV. I chuckled to myself as though, at the thought, a rare moment of humor in this looming crisis. I know where I need to be, so I quickly prepare myself. Whenever we need to fight, I was always clad with my Yasogami high uniform. To think that I'd be wearing it again so soon. What? No way. The first thing that comes to mind when I need to fight is my fucking school uniform. I'm with a sense of trepidation until I open the front door. I mean, to be fair, the uniform does look cool, but I'd rather wear my favorite hoodie. To be continued. Oh, okay. Chapter 2, find the clues. Chapter 2, impatience. Oh, cool. You can see what Rise and Naoto are doing in the meantime. Nice. Okay, yeah, so I definitely probably just spoiled myself because I really didn't intend to learn all of that exposition right now, but P4A must be what I'm looking for here. Like, that's probably what we're doing here. So let's start with Yu's story, I guess, because we have multiple stories. I hope I'm doing this right now. Blue. Also, I do apologize if the first couple episodes are just visual novel stuff. I mean, I guess you got used to it because we played P3, but yeah, just it might take a while to get into the action. You know, this is a JRPG in the end, so you'll have to be patient. The floor, the ceiling, the furnishings, everything is blue. It's quite unlike what I normally see throughout my day. Yeah, unless you're underwater. And yet my heart is mysteriously calm. I recognize the slight rumbling of an engine and realize that I'm in a car. Or rather, someplace else that I recognize.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
The old man with the bizarre face sitting before me makes an expression that appears to be a smile. Yeah, don't worry, I'm pretty shit at smiling too. Sitting quietly next to the old man is a woman as beautiful and delicate as an ice sculpture.
Ah, it seems we have a guest with an intriguing destiny.
Igor, you already know who I am, okay? I played your last game.
My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
Igor, sorry I was yawning. Even though I'm barely conscious, I remember that this is not the first time I've heard those names. I see. This is a dream. This happened in the past. I've been in this room before. If my memory is correct, what he says next is...
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter.
Yep. Say the line, Igor.
It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. It may be that such a fate awaits you in the near future.
The words I expect to hear fall from the old man's mouth. I'm surprised that I still remember them. Another me, the one not in the dream, can't help but smile at that.
Now then, why don't you introduce yourself?
I remember this too. When I said my name here, I forged a contract with them. And so I answer. Yeah, but I can't name my character this time. Yu Narukami. That's me, name drop. Okay, roll credits. When I open my eyes, the light is so blinding that I have to squint. For a moment, I can't figure out where I am, and I look around.
Right. I was on my way back.
Get this white screen off my face. Thank you. I mutter to myself and look out the window. The sky is somewhat cloudy, unfortunately, but the scenery is as peaceful as always. It seems that I fell asleep on the train headed to the countryside, where I spent the last year in Inaba. If I recall correctly, when I first came to the town, it was an afternoon just like this. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to start here. Whoops. Really do apologize in advance. I think I just spoiled the entire plot by watching that Junes food court scene. Anyways, I'll try to be as organic as I can too with this, because I didn't know. I dozed off on the same way back then and was summoned to the Velvet Room. That was when Igor said that misfortunes would befall me, and just as he foretold, I was dragged into the outrageous murder mystery. Oh shit, that's the reporter. Misuzu Hidaki, I think. I'm pretty good with names. It was no ordinary case. Yeah, that's the reporter that Adachi pushed into the TV. His first victim, and then Saki he killed after. Alright, I'm getting my memories back. The Midnight Channel, shadows, and personas, the powers of the heart. I saw things that could scarcely be believed. But I made memories there that could never be replaced as well. We gained the powers of the personas and we suffered together. I stood with my friends and the investigation team against these misfortunes and fought alongside them. There's no way I could have overcome such ordeals without their help.
Wonder what everyone's been up to.
After solving the mystery, it was decided that I would leave Inaba since my parents would be returning from overseas around the same time. It's been about 2 months since I last saw them all, as they say. Goodbye to me at the train station. I've decided to stay at the Dojima residence during Golden Week so that I could spend the holiday with my friends. Of course, my uncle was happy to hear this, and his only daughter Nanako should be glad to see me too.
Oh, damn it. I still haven't picked up Yosuke's gift.
Just get him a fucking Google Play gift card or something, okay? Spend it on gotcha currency. Well, it is something quite particular, I guess. Actually, I'd received a call from Teddy, one of my investigation team friends, this morning. The details of the conversation were a bit troublesome.
Hello? Is this Sensei?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really sorry to bring this up, but I forgot to tell you something very important. I have a special request for the souvenirs I'm sure you'll be bringing your best friend.
Teddy, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to tell people what you want them to bring you as souvenirs. Actually, I do, because I'd rather you tell me than get you something useless. I already have souvenirs for everyone, but oh well. Sure enough, Teddy was only asking for some snacks that aren't sold in Inaba, so it wasn't much trouble. Ah, there was one problem.
Oh, and one more thing. Can I ask you to pick up something for Yosuke, too?
I was planning on bringing something for everyone anyway, but go ahead.
Cool! Well, Yosuke's been down in the dumps after his mommy burned his favorite nurse.
What does that even mean?
She was what I called scorching hot. Just kidding.
A nurse?
Aw, come on, Sensei. You know what I'm talking about.
Do I? Am I missing some story again?
His nurse magazine with the chest examinations and the bear behinds.
Okay. Okay, Yosuke. Alright. Well, I mean, I don't feel bad for Yosuke. If you can't even hide that shit from Teddy, then well, there's no saving him.
I see. And you expect me to buy him a replacement?
Of course, silly. People coming to visit are supposed to bring presents.
All right. Oh, I was planning to head back tomorrow, but since we're meeting up early, I decided to go back today. Can you pass that on to everyone?
Aha! Then the sexy nurses will be arriving even sooner. It'll be like, Sensei, we have an emergency patient. Yusuke will be so happy. Okay then, we'll be waiting for you.
I just hook up on him, just get him out of my face. I'm a little worried now. I hope he isn't telling everyone something that would give them the wrong idea. Well, I should just call again once I get there. But in the end...
Nurses, huh?
I'm more of a maid guy myself. What? I wasn't able to pick one up for him. How can I put it? I'm underage. I'd feel bad for Yosuke if I gave him that magazine and every time he opened it, his friend's face would keep popping up in his head. I'm the nurse. And I have to think, Yosuke has his pride too. He doesn't need me buying him this stuff. And again, this is Yosuke we're talking about. I'm sure he'll understand if I explain my reasoning. Probably.
Now pulling into Yaso Inaba. This will be the last stop. Yaso Inaba.
I can do that voice acting. It's very monotone. Perfect for me.
Oh.
End of the line already. Looks like I've been asleep for a lot longer than I thought. Just as that thought came to me, a certain worry crossed my mind. If I had dreamt of the Velvet Room, does that mean I'm going to be dragged into another adventure? Nah, I shouldn't think that such things. I'm overthinking it. Igor had said I'm delighted to make your acquaintance after all, so it's nothing but a dream. It's quite misleading since I've already had dreams of being summoned into that room ever since. The train begins to slow, and I take that as much as a cue to gather my belongings from the luggage rack above me. When the train comes to a complete stop and the doors open, even the smell of the wind evokes a sense of nostalgia. I think I'm getting a little too sentimental. I step out to the platform with a wry smile. Yes, sure. Okay, so this is where I was supposed to begin the story. Not P4, P4A instead. It's misleading. I feel like they should have told me that, but whatever. It's too late now. I'm standing in front of the train station, but this town is as quiet as it's always been. I realize that the sun has started to set and the orange sky envelops the world.
Now, what should I do?
Today is May 2nd. According to the calendar, the latter half of the holidays will begin tomorrow. I have told Dojima that I was going to arrive today, but it seems he's been too busy with work to come get me. Ryotaro Dojima. He's my uncle. I stayed with him last year. He's a detective with the Inaba police, and he's raised his elementary school-aged daughter, Nanako, by himself. It seems that he was suddenly contacted by a detective from the Metropolitan Police Department regarding last year's case and will have to work late. What happened last year was very serious, so I guess it's not too surprising he's so busy. Shouldn't have worried about it. I recall how apologetic he sounded over the phone and can't help smiling. I told him that I knew the way over from the station, but a bag packed with necessities and souvenirs for everyone turns out to be quite a load. Nanako must be waiting for me at the house, so I want to get there as soon as possible too. To be honest, I don't know when the bus will come. Maybe I should just call for a taxi. Just as I'm thinking this...
Huh? Nanako?
Big bro!
It is Nanako. There's no way I'd mistake her.
You came to meet me all on your own?
Still wearing the same ass outfit from 1 year ago. Why did she come to the station all by herself? True, the Dojima residence is within walking distance, but it couldn't have been easy for her. And even though it's still light out right now, it will get dark soon, and the country roads are barely lit. What would she have done if I hadn't been here? I'm about to voice my concerns, but Nanako seems slightly proud when she says...
Don't worry, Dad knows about it. He gave me money for the bus.
What a great kid.
He said he couldn't make it, so I came instead. Welcome back, big bro. I wanted to see you so much.
Yeah, me too. Now, you can carry all my bags while I walk over and grab a bite at Junes.
Thanks. I'm happy to see you again, too.
Very thoughtful, Umbra. I see. She must have wanted to show me that she's all grown up, too. She is around that age, after all. What, is she like grade 6? Grade 7? For a moment, I'm surprised that Dojima let her do this. I can't imagine what kind of convo took place. Nanako had always been a capable girl, but over the past year her housekeeping skills have improved greatly, and she's proven herself to be very reliable. She takes the lead in many things within the house, and even Dojima can't compete with her sometimes. I can easily imagine that scene in my mind. And it's true that I'm glad someone came to welcome me. I take Nanako's hand and we begin walking side by side.
Well, no sense standing around here. What's in the fridge at home?
Lots! Dad and I bought a ton of stuff since you were coming to visit.
If Nanako says so, then he really must have bought a lot. Dojima did say he'd pick up dinner for us, but if that's the case, I should probably put together something to go with it. I asked Nanako what she wants to eat, and she looked back with a twinkle in her eyes.
Are you gonna cook dinner? Ooh, I wanna help.
We made small talk while we walked through Inaba together for the first time in a while. Being here like this makes me feel as if I've gotten back in time to a year ago. I was like, good, please do not flash back the entire P4 events. I already know them. After we get back to the Dojima home, I hurry and unpack my belongings before heading to the kitchen. Nanako helps me out as diligently as she had claimed earlier. The way she mixes the eggs seems more skillful than before. You're such a good girl, Nanako.
Good evening.
What is she, a dog?
This is the Evening Journal with news for May 2nd. Our top story is on the domestic airline that was hijacked yesterday.
Okay, I'm gonna try acting as ignorant as I can about the events we just heard at the food court, because they pretty much just spoiled all the major events, and I'll just kind of go along with it as things happen, because, you know, we heard superficially about, you know, the plane that was hijacked. It was Mitsuru's plane, so let's just pretend we don't know what's going on. The TV in the living room echoes throughout the house. Thinking back on it, it was quite often in this place. When I first came to Inaba, Nanako was practically being raised by a television. Don't worry, you. Even now, in 2025, people are being raised by television. There had been this odd sense of distance between us around the time. She hasn't started calling me big bro. We didn't cook together like we're doing now. It's the little things that bring back memories. Right as we're about done making dinner, Dojima arrives with some deluxe sushi. They bought that from the Popo. Nanako quickly gets up and rushes to the door. She seems so happy when her father comes home. Oh, PNG. Dojima apologizes about the sudden increase in his workload, and we all sit at the table, begin eating. Being here like this makes me feel like the 2 months I was gone never happened at all. Wait, I've only been gone for 2 months? Damn. There's a warm atmosphere, as I've always been a part of this family and lived here with them for my entire life. I thank both of them from deep in my heart, and after I give them the souvenirs I brought for them, we enjoy chatting with each other as a family. Wow. Just like old times. They better not do, like, maybe I can fight with Nanako. Nanako heat action. Another familiar room. This is the room that was prepared for me on the second floor of the Dojima residence. I want to know why all my stuff is still here too. Like, I got all my CDs at the bottom. I got my model kits at the top. All my manga. Same TV as well. Nanako had fallen asleep after all this excitement. After carrying her to her room, I tell my uncle that I'll be going to bed as well, since I had plans. All he said was, okay, gesturing towards the second floor. I'm a little perplexed by this, but I have my suspicion as I opened the door of my old room. It seems I was alright. The room is no different than it had been when I was living here. It's exactly the same as it was when I left Inaba. I closed the door with a feeling of wistfulness. As I sit down on my sofa and consider my uncle's thoughtfulness, I sigh in exhaustion for the long journey. I'll be able to see my friends tomorrow. Considering that there are still several days left in this holiday, it may be nice to leave early tomorrow and go visit the shopping district.
It's raining.
The time is just before midnight. In mere moments, it will be a new day. Whenever it rains at night, I end up checking the time. While I spent the last year in Inaba, I was always checking for the Midnight Channel, which was popular urban legend here in Inaba. It's a bad habit of mine. even when I'm not here. If you look at a turned off TV at midnight on a rainy night, you will see your soulmate. Discovering this rumor was actually true was the first reason I became involved in the murder investigations last year. But the person who actually appears in the Midnight Channel isn't your soulmate, but rather the next victim. After discovering this, we all nervously sat before our TVs on rainy nights in order to solve the case.
That brings back some memories. Nothing will show anymore, though.
That's the crazy part, though, is because it did show the person that would be in danger, but it's only because Namatame took them, because he also was paranoid because of the TV and threw them into the TV, which then we needed to save them, and so it was just a big game of cat and mouse. Well, nothing really appeared, though. I suddenly have doubts. Why would I think that? After we solved the case, we all confirmed that the Midnight Channel wasn't appearing anymore. The empty screen stays silent. So why?
Just in case.
I'm not going to turn on. There's no way. The more I think about it, the more I feel my resolve fading. I peer into the TV screen as if something is drawing me into it. The only thing I see is my reflection in the dark glass of the CRT television. Or so I thought.
Rivals. They are friends, yet powerful foes. The desperate fighting program amongst high school students. A new legend is about to start.
May the manliest of all men come on down!
Nobody touches his precious Nanako, the sister complex kingpin of steel, Yu Narukami!
It's only natural.
Wage slave in the boonies by day, hero by night, Captain Resentiment, Yosuke Hanamura!
Everything that bores me has gotta go!
A spunky dragon with deadly legs, the carnivore who's discarded womanhood, Chie Satonaka!
You need to eat more meat!
Please escort me to the ring, my prince! The unconquerable Snow Black, Yukiko Amagi!
I'll finish you in one strike!
Blooming roses and bulging muscles, the blood-curdling beefcake emperor, Kanji Tatsumi! Deep into realms of romance, the body of a child, the brain of a genius, the 2000 IQ killjoy detective, Naoto Shirogane!
Is this an army of idiots?
Fight and survive towards the one throne waiting at the end! The P1 Grand Prix where fierce fights will be fought! The battle begins tonight!
What on earth was that?
Interesting. The Persona 3 cast wasn't in that one. What?
Sister complex kingpin of steel?
Let's hope Nanako didn't see that. Was that me? Sister complex kingpin of steel. I'm impressed. There's so much wrong with that phrase, I don't know where to begin. First of all, I don't have a sister. What? No, I should be thinking about that. Those words aren't the problem here. I hurry to make sure that the TV isn't plugged in. That was the Midnight Channel. What it was actually showing was rather ridiculous, but thinking back, everything the Midnight Channel showed last year didn't make sense either. I'm suddenly gripped by tension. If the Midnight Channel is appearing again, I have to figure out why. I pulled out my cell phone and searched for Yosuke's number.
Let's see, H. Hanamura Yosuke.
I quickly hit the call button. Does everyone know about this? Is everyone aware that the Midnight Channel is still being broadcasted? They know that it's showing us. And that we've been given taglines that can only be described as uncharitable.
Hello, this is Yosuke.
Yosuke?
It's nothing. I just freaked out when you called all of a sudden. Yeah, that's it. What's up? Hey, when do you want to meet?
I can tell what's going on just by the sound of his voice. Yosuke knows about what happened on the Midnight Channel now and trying to hide that from us. From me. Us, me and Umbra. Considering that I've been out of Inaba for a while, I bet he's trying to keep me from worrying about it. There's no need for him to be concerned about that. Then again, I can kind of understand how he feels. I'm his friend after all.
And that's not why I was calling. I saw the Midnight Channel. You saw it too, right?
I can easily hear Yosuke panicking on the other side of the phone. He's probably surprised that I saw the Midnight Channel when I shouldn't even be in Inaba right now. Must be thinking that the Midnight Channel is now appearing on the national TV network. Looks like Teddy didn't tell him after all.
Did Teddy not tell you? Since we're meeting up early tomorrow, I decided to come today. I figured you wouldn't think I could have seen it, so I gave you a call.
Well, I assumed you weren't here yet, so I didn't want to rely on you.
You haven't changed. So how about it? You're not gonna leave this be, are you, Captain Ressentiment?
What does that even mean? Captain Ressentiment? What is that title like even? How does that categorize him?
Why'd you zero in on that part? Did you see how they called you a sister complex kingpin?
Mine's not that bad.
Oh, based you. Oh, nice. I kind of like it that they voiced the protagonist this time.
You think? Oh, I ought to tell you, that program's not the only strange thing lately. Teddy, Rise, and Kanji aren't here either. They disappeared.
Oh, that's interesting, because Kanji had a title too, but he wasn't, he's not here. Rise wasn't, Rise didn't have a title either. Teddy was the host. For a moment, I'm at a loss of words. Not only has the Midnight Channel come back on, we lost contact with 3 of our friends. I have a bad feeling about this. Can't believe that those 2 are unrelated.
Alright, we should get together tomorrow like we planned.
Yeah, at the Jeunesse food court. Welcome back, partner.
I'm suddenly reminded that I haven't even greeted Yosuke yet. I finally feel the sense of worry fade a little, and I answer with a smile.
It's good to be here.
No matter what has happened, our friends may be in danger. If that's so, there's only one thing to do. Speaking of things I have to do...
Oh, right. Sorry to say, I forgot to pick up your souvenir.
How to change the topic? Play the funky music?
A souvenir? Don't even worry about it, man.
You sure? I thought you were really looking forward to it. Those nurses.
Nurses?
I had a feeling he wouldn't get it if I don't tell him flat out. This is rather hard to bring up, but oh well.
Yeah, Teddy asked me to get it for you. He said you were crushed that they got burned.
Oh, wait, this is all...
I didn't know you were into nurses.
Shut up! That's enough!
I'm more into maids. What?
Damn it, you're trying to wind me up, aren't you? Stay home, you jerk.
But I'm already here. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
At least it seems like he understands about his souvenir. In any case, the preparations have been made. Tomorrow I'll meet with everyone to sort out whatever info we have on this situation. If we have to, we'll go back into that world. It'd be best if this was all just our imaginations. But unfortunately, we know that the Midnight Channel wouldn't have appeared without a reason. I should make sure I'm ready for tomorrow and get some rest. Okay. At least now I know I'm playing the right story. God damn it. This place is lively as always. I look across the food court on Junes's roof for the first time in a while. Even though there aren't many people in Inaba, this place is exceptionally crowded. Plus, because it's Golden Week as well, I feel like it's busier than usual. I happen to run into Yosuke at the elevator as we briefly greet each other. Guys are weird like that. The closer we are, the more simple our interactions are when we meet each other face to face. The 2 of us step out of the food court. We immediately find Yukiko and Chie. They wave back at us, past the playground areas from the beach they're sitting on.
Good to see you guys again.
Welcome back! We missed you! The guest of honor's finally here! You're looking well.
Welcome back. Should we...
Why am I still wearing my goddamn uniform?
Huh? Oh, he already knows about the Midnight Channel thing.
Okay, apparently Yosuke's wearing his uniform as well.
He's actually the one who called me up about it.
Oh, I see. This has turned into a pretty thrown-together reunion, hasn't it? But I'm glad you came.
We chat some more while we all sit down. Then Yosuke stands up and clears his throat loudly. He's probably been waiting for the right moment to say something. He hasn't mentioned anything to me, but I can easily guess what he's about to say. We all look towards him.
Well, it sucks that we can't hang out more before jumping into another mystery, but to celebrate our partner's return, I hereby reinstate the investigation team in response to the Midnight Channel going back on the air last night.
Oh, the team is back! Just hearing that name again gets me all fired up. Yeah, let's do this!
I don't think the applause is necessary.
Enthusiastic clapping? That's my cue. I don't think it's necessary either. Why not? It's been 2 months since we last saw each other after all. Chie and Yukiko started chuckling while I shrug, and though Yosuke seems saddened at that, he still ends up laughing along as well. It's a relief to see that they're the same as always, but because of that, it makes me even more worried about the friends that aren't here right now. We can't start slacking off. We begin to sort through the information that we know about already.
Well, let's get cracking. I mean, this is no laughing matter. No one's heard from Teddy, Kanji, or Rise. Just those three, right?
Yeah. Oh, I got a hold of Naoto-kun, but I didn't tell her about this stuff. She told me she couldn't make it today because of her job, so I didn't want to worry her. She seemed pretty bummed that she couldn't be here too.
If she had a reason for it for not being here and we can still contact her, then Naoto should be fine. It leaves Teddy, Rise, and Kanji. Not hearing back from them after an entire day has passed isn't normal at all. The relationship between those suddenly disappeared and their reappearance at the Midnight Channel last night disturbs me.
One thing's been bothering me. The picture on the TV was very clear last night.
Yeah. Going by the pattern from last year, it wouldn't be that clear until after the victim entered the TV.
Hey, isn't this the first time a big group of people was shown together? Plus, we're still here. Why us anyway? And what's up with those insulting descriptions?
Chie seems pretty angry about that. Many of the locals who knew about the rumors of the Midnight Channel. In other words, this troubling broadcast has already been seen by those who know many people. Or been seen by who knows how many people. Wording. From what I've been told, the moment Chie tries to ask another student about the Midnight Channel, the other girl ran away with a hook of fear on her face. It's no surprise that Chie would be angry, but in the end...
What bothers me most is Teddy. He was acting like the host of that show.
Yeah, and we can't find him.
This smells fishy. Then again, I doubt he would play a prank like this for no reason.
I guess we'll just have to go inside the TV and find out what's going on.
That's right. Go inside the TV. Out of everything, that was the element of shock our common sense, that shook our common sense the most out of everything we experienced last year. Actually, the murders in last year's events happened in another world inside the television. This world is filled with monsters called shadows that are born from people's hearts. Because my friends and I gained personas, the powers to defeat these shadows, we were able to enter TV screens and fight them.
Won't we be stuck in there without Teddy to give us an exit?
Fuck. But even we persona users would find it extremely difficult to leave that world on our own. In order to come back, we need to exit TV that our friend Teddy was capable of creating.
Not so. I've had Teddy keep the exit TV out on that side.
Look at you, all prepared.
I mean, think about it. What if we were half asleep and fell into a TV when Teddy wasn't over there? Isn't that a scary thought?
Like anyone would be that clumsy.
Anyway, it sounds like it's safe for us to go investigate then.
No matter what the reason is, it's reassuring to know that we have an exit strategy ready for us. To be honest, I almost fell into it the first time I appeared in my room after all.
Yeah, there's no doubt that something's going on in there. Is everyone ready?
We're all good to go. To tell the truth, I had a hunch that this was going to happen.
We all share a look to confirm our intent. All of them nod back and I can see the seriousness in their eyes. Even though there was a 2-month gap since I last saw them, they still continue to put their trust in me. I feel a slight sense of pride as I stand up from the bench. A large screen TV in the electronics department is directly below the food court. That was the entrance we always used last year. Yeah, unless someone has bought out that TV, just no one buys that TV ever. It's still there.
It's a holiday, so the store's full of people.
Huh. Feel like things are picking up around town.
Oh shit, that's one of the social links, that mom.
No. It's been a while since last time.
I'm a little nervous.
Whoa, wait! There are still people in this aisle!
Hey, get ready!
Huh?
The customers are going away! Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go!
Yeah!
Imagine if Junes had fucking security cameras. They just see these stupid kids walking into a TV every time.